Good afternoon, guys. Hello.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
It's just
I
us two
am.
again.
It's your favorite banders. They're like, oh good god, it's mum and dad again. Hey guys, and welcome to another Sunday live stream. Well, Luke tries to find the comment chat bit because he's can't get it up because Mel runs the thing through her computer and we don't stay anywhere near each other, so internet is fun. But yeah, and then there we go. Everything is up and rolling now. So hello friends.
Hello, friends.
We're here with snacks.
You got snacks? I haven't. I've just got tea.
I got so many snacks.
I've only got tea though since you suggested it. I'm like, oh yeah, tea. Tea sounds good.
Oh, I love your Marauders mug though. It's got the good boys. They're all good boys. Apart from that guy. That one at the end, he's a prick. Not a good boy. Not a good boy. Good boys. Good boys. 3 good boys. And a Bernie mug. I have our other main fandom. I've got the Dragon Age travel mug.
Whoop, whoop.
The whoop whoop whoop. Elves forever. Yeah.
Jordan's
patchy
like,
hair dye going on.
Jordan's
but we're getting
like, yo, just as I'm about to go to work. Sorry, Jordan.
Why am? Oh, there we go. Sorry, Jordan. What's going on? This chat's fighting me back.
Doesn't like you.
Your mouse is just like wiggling all over the screen. Whee! So yeah, today we are just kind of kicking about, pretending to work on stuff. I'm adding more things. You're actually working on stuff.
See?
You're actually being a good person.
It smells
working
delicious.
On stuff.
I put it in fabric conditioner. It smells really good. But yeah, I have a beard and a wig set that were like 10 quid from eBay. But the beard was too big for my face because I have a wee face. But it kind of goes
do.
On like
you
that.
have but a small noggin.
But I'm adding yarn into it because it's really, really crap quality wig and beard. There's a wig that goes with it too, and that is really, really bad, guys. Look at the state of like how much is in between. So I'm adding yarn to it, funnily enough, like I was doing last week with some black, and I got some grey, and I'm kind of adding stuff in gradually and brushing it out a bit. And then getting a big pile of fluff and realising that one of my balls of yarn doesn't work because it doesn't go fluffy enough. So that's okay.
Could you add it in as like braids into it?
I could, because this is like the other one that I got, which is like multicoloured anyway.
Oh, that's cute.
But that's probably gonna be like further up. I'm kind of starting at the bottom because in case I screw it up.
Yeah.
Like I'll start at the bottom and then that way it'll be hidden anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm actually adding them directly. The way I'm adding it into this is literally I'm kind of gathering it together and kind of tying it and then sewing it in. Kind of like weft, I suppose. I've done like 2 there at the bottom basically, so that's thick enough now at the bottom so I can like go to like the next layer up. Because it's got fabric on the back obviously. And again it's 100% acrylic yarn.
Heck yeah.
So I don't get itchy.
No itchy face for you.
No itchy face. And then what I'm kind of doing is trying to add it in directly to the wig cap, so we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
It's taking a while just to add in like 4 pieces. So we'll see. But that's kind of what I'm working on. It's a slow, gradual process. To be fair, Mel does not have to be ready till like April.
Yeah. I'm just adding to my list of costumes that I'm going to do and stuff that I need to remake and things that just need general attention that I don't want to give them.
Oh, I have those as well. Like, Cassandra Shields, we sat down there for about 4 weeks going, you need to fix me. And I'm like, I will when I have to wear you to a con. And then I have like I've got loads of stuff for Bellatrix to remake her and it doesn't fit me anymore. So Yeah.
Woo.
But yeah, I have that as well. But I'm kind of ignoring them, just going with Mel Beard. It's fine.
I have a costume that I need to possibly partially remake for next year, or for next year, for like this next month. Hey, what up, Angel Rith? I don't know if I've said that right. But hey, friend, welcome to the
you know
chat.
who Angel Rith is?
No.
Paul with 2 eyes.
Paul with 2 eyes! Heck yeah! I'm down with that. I like how you whispered that.
Casey heard me. He disappeared with you shouting so loud.
I've got to possibly find and remake Jack Sparrow for
find him
next
as well,
month.
jeez.
Yeah, I know he's in this flat because I packed him up and moved him across the country. So he's about. Just whereabout he is something I'm not.
At least you know he's somewhere in the pile of boxes.
Yeah. The thing is, there's parts of them where I don't know where they are because I can't remember the last time I saw them. So I possibly will need to remake his little beardy bit and stuff. Which
I
is
remember
a bit
last time you lost something in the abyss. It was lost.
It was. Well, see, the thing is, we never found those shirts again. Like, we moved house, we emptied that cupboard, and we never found those shirts. They're just gone. They're not here anymore, friend.
They are. You could have just like lent them to somebody because they're completely different parts. They weren't even full costume or anything. It was just like.
You see, the thing is, like, I tend not to lend my costumes out, and not because I'm a prick, but I'm really small in the torso, so like. Nothing fits me unless you're like looking for something for like your 7-year-old little brother. Then it's not going to fit you.
Yeah.
So,
like, I think the only thing you've lent things to is Blair. Like,
yeah.
that's only like armor.
And
stuff
even then, that's been like stuff that's adjustable, so that like other people can wear them, or things that go over multiple layers of other things. Because he's got like my Fenris breastplate, which was like styled over like 2 leather jerkins. So like,
other than that, I think Debbie and I have lent stuff to each other. And like we've all lent like wigs and makeup.
Hello, the laughing
that's the norm.
Hello. So yeah, I need to have a wee rummage and find the bits of Jack and reattach them all. And see how that's going, and possibly update his wig a little bit, and basically just generally try and put them back together, because I haven't worn them as a full finished costume in a really long time. In fact, one sec, I can't remember the last time I actually wore him as a full costume, and I will find that. Like,
possibly Alcon, like.
No, because even then I'd forgot bits.
Oh no.
I'd left bits at home.
Because I know I've seen you in him at an Alcon, like, before we probably met, so it's probably 2014.
I'm trying to work out, like, the last time that he was worn, like, as, like, properly. Where I had all the bits and pieces, and I hadn't left anything anywhere, and I wasn't an awful person.
It's probably a Glasgow con.
I think it was Decon.
Oh
I think it was Decon.
That really is old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was Decon, and it was 2000. In fact, no, it was Decon before it was called Decon. It was Decon when it was called Dogecoin, and it was 2014. That was a lot. That was not yesterday.
Not yesterday.
That's gonna be interesting, because I think, like, I borrowed parts of stuff for that costume, so I'm probably gonna need to, like, go refine things and make stuff. Oh, heck.
How are you gonna rewear him, like, 2 weeks' time?
That thing I'm gonna rewear in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. So, I'm panicking about what I've got to make. Paul with 2 eyes, ha! Is asking what you're making, Mel.
I am am making I'm adding to a beard, which was really crappy from eBay, with a tenner, and a wig, which was in the same set. So they match in terms of colour, but I'm basically adding yarn to them because they're really terrible. And I found out last week you can actually make a yarn beard. So I'm using it as a base.
Heck yeah. We've got Laughing Hat saying, "Good news, everyone! My wig for New York for my first real cosplay is finally styled. Yay! I don't know what your you probably told us what your costume was, and I'm a terrible human being. I've forgotten, but I hope it all goes well, and I'm dead excited. You should send us pictures when it is done. We're hyped to see." AC is saying, "Yo, I just had a con yesterday, and I'm currently surviving on caffeine." And as for my factor, all in caps. Yeah, you were at Rycon. It looked so good. I'm so jealous. I wasn't able. I had tickets to Rycon that I couldn't go to. Yeah, it's even worse when you have tickets and then you can't go. But I had to help out at a work event
so
last minute.
Working, yeah, like
I was in work. Meh. It was a slow day as well, which makes it even worse.
It's even worse. Like if it was at least it was busy, you'd be like, well, I was kind of needed today. And when it's quiet, you're like, oh, damn it.
It was dead. But yeah, we were there and we did stuff. Did you have fun at Rycon? It looked really good. I really wanted to get my spooky on, but 'twas not to be. Sadly, 'twas not to be.
So I keep seeing loads and loads of pictures and comments and stuff from loads of folk at MCM, and I'm like.
Everyone's just at cons and we're not, and it's the worst.
Well, that's why I'm working on cosplays. Because I do always work on cosplays, and I'm like, I want to be at a con, and I'm like, let's just do cosplay stuff. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. No, I keep seeing loads of folk at MCM London, and I'm like, last time I went to MCM London was probably 3 years ago.
I've never been to MCM London.
You would not like it. It's too small.
When there's too many people, it makes my skin crawl off my body, and it's not a good time.
You thought MCM Glasgow was really busy.
In fairness, the first MCM Glasgow that I went to was mental.
Yeah.
I love MCM Manchester. It's got the right level of bodies per like square footage, as in nobody is actually inside my lungs. So whereas that Saturday people were in my lungs, and people do not belong in my lungs.
It's one of those things where it's like, I like MCM London, I love it for the meets and stuff, but again, it's so busy inside, like I get super claustrophobic when I go inside. But like the Sunday's normally pretty good, and the Friday's pretty good, it's just the Saturday, it's just insane. Which is the same with most cons, you know. But
yeah.
It's also where it's like, I don't need that. Plus, like, the cost of getting down to London, like, travel and hotels and food and all that kind of stuff. Like, it just all adds up. So, it's one of those where we're kind of like, and then obviously for you guys, like, coming down to London would be ridiculously expensive.
Well, to be honest, going down to London from Edinburgh is an awful lot cheaper than it is from going anywhere else in Scotland. Because that's the line that goes straight down.
True.
But... oofed. AC is saying, I had a great time, got a free cosplay. Heck yeah!
Nice.
Don't need to worry for a while. Not bad. And the Laughing Hat is saying they are doing Canada from Hitalia. I still don't know if I should do the curl or not. I saw a really cool little tutorial for doing the little boop, the little antennae boop the other day, and it was something to do with like using like fishing like line wire stuff to get like the little bit so it like holds it up, and then like using like got to be to do the little like flick out bit. If I find it about on my travels, I will share it to the Bandersnatch Facebook page, and you can have a wee look there if you use the Facebooks, because that might be of use to you if it's something you decide you want to do. Just because I saw that the other day, I was like, ooh, I know something relevant to this. That may help. Well, yeah, you're working on your beard, Meryl.
Uh-huh.
Merle for Merle. /wig. Oh, AC is saying currently editing Rycon vlog. The vlog is shit, but I promised my friends I would upload it. Oh, that sounds so familiar.
I've filmed vlogs. I've filmed some vlogs, and then they never actually made it to an actual video. Because I went to Preston twice, and twice tried to film a vlog and went, it's too small. Too small. It's just not worth a vlog. If that makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes if there's not enough content in it, like, it's not really worth uploading it.
Like, it's a very, very small com. And, like, unless you've got loads of stuff kind of going on, it's a bit pointless kind of showing up a vlog of the thing when there's not much going on. Like, I had fun, don't get me wrong, but that's because I was there with some friends rather than the actual con. It's my local one, you know, it's very small. But it's down there.
I've yet to really go to any Edinburgh cons yet, because there aren't any on this sort of side of the year, so... But I'm hyped to maybe try some out next year. And you all seem to be really enjoying Blair's really, really cute photos for the Adventure Zone. I'm getting
notifications.
I keep getting little plop, 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 plops up at the top of people saying, I like this, he's cute. He is very adorable. If you haven't seen those already, go check them out on the Bandersnatch Facebook page.
This is what we're filming the other week.
Yeah. The video will be up for on Wednesday. It shall, because it's edited and sitting there just ready to go up. And so many spooks people are enjoying. And we've also got the can't do the words now. More tea.
You got more Adventure Zone stuff, haven't you?
There's more Adventure Zone stuff planned, and now that everything is finally a go, we can announce that there will be a new Yuri on Ice dance video cover coming up this coming festive season.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited, never mind you lot.
So, we had the first rehearsal for that on Wednesday, and we've got another little practice log that we're recording for you guys, so you guys can see that, mostly watching us fall about ourselves as per usual, because we're doing some dance styles that we are not so great at by comparison, so we will be having a little bit of the old Paso Doble, and my ever favourite, the Viennese Waltz. We found out that Blair is not an ambi-turner. He can, in fact, only go backwards. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, that one Daydream. There's just been a rush of people entering the chat. And they must have heard Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, say it 3 times and you'll summon them all.
That or Adventure Zone. Adventure Zone would summon Caitlin. Caitlin is on the most beautiful loop. Oh my god, go see her loop.
I saw some sneaky pictures of her loop in Barry and I screamed. We did like your banner that one, Daydream. It actually went up on the Facebook page for everyone to see a couple of days ago. We enjoyed it muchly. I can't work out if that's burglars or Alison just slamming doors in the house. Caitlin saying, Mel, please. Yes, no, we enjoyed your lip muchly. As always, we were like saying, hey, go check out Amelia Outcast on Facebook because her cosplays are super good and we're really sad she doesn't live in the UK, so we can't steal her as one of our own. But she lives on the other side of Big Ocean, far away.
Maybe one day.
Oh no, it was Alison leaving, I just saw her go past the window. One day we will be near you. That one, Deidre says, I made sure to include the seams. Oh, thank you. Caitlin is rather unhelpfully saying, probably burglars. Turned out it was Alison, but we're okay.
But still probably
someday we will make it work. Someday we will. We dream of going to, what do you call it, con? Oh my god! I clearly don't dream of it. I've totally forgotten. Colossicon! I'd love to one day go to Colossicon. That's the wrong one.
No!
You want the gazebo one? I want the one in the water park, Mel. There's goddamn giraffes. Giraffes at a con, Mel.
Okay, maybe we'll have
go
that
big
one.
Or go home.
Maybe we'll have that one.
Mother... Or is it giraffes or camels? Is it both? Both. We'll say it's both.
It's a safari park. It's a whole thing.
See, we're lucky if we have, like, those portable charger things at cons in the UK, and you've got, like, goddamn wild animals and shit. A water park. That's just crazy. It's crazy stuff. You don't need that at con, but you do.
No, I actually bought a power bank for the day because
Did
I
you?
realised that actually...
So handy!
Yeah. I haven't actually used
camels
it.
And baby tigers and birds and water slides. Like, what else could you want in a con? Like that, and you get to dress up like fictional characters? Heck yeah, I'm down with that. One day I will have my swimsuit costume. One day. It'll be I want to find something that doesn't make any sense to have as like a swimsuit costume. And obviously it has Caitlin, and hopefully like Caitlin and also the wonderful Darcy and Emily face as well.
Yeah.
And we can be near all of the Americans that we never get to see. Because that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Something to save up for in the future. Now I'm all excited for the idea of like cons that are in warm places.
See, the thing is, for me, I've been to Florida and
it's not in
Georgia.
Florida. It's in mother trucking Ohio. Like,
but I've been to them and it's really warm. And I know how warm I get in a wig in England. So I'm like, no wigs for me.
You power through, Mel. You power through.
But Mel kind of wants... Mel wanted to go to a con. Mel's just lost some hair. Mel's like, I want to go to a beach con. That'd be cool. He has some shorts, so, you know. It's all good.
Bring the Marauders panel to the US. Blow everyone's mind with our amazing accents. No one will know that I don't actually sound English. That laughing hat is saying, I had fun at my first con, Hazard Con, a small con in my area. It was small, but a lot of fun. Everyone was nice, and we had made friends in the bathroom. Normal stuff. Can say that is...
It's normal.
Yeah, I tend not to make friends in the bathroom intentionally, but people do, for some reason, try and talk to me, and I just run away and cry.
I'm awful. I'm like...
You just make pals anywhere you go. Mel has to have an escort to and from places at conventions, especially if it's ones in Manchester. Yeah. Because otherwise, she'll go to the bathroom and she'll be there for like 45 minutes just chatting to folk. It's ridiculous.
But I've also had some of the best tips of like for cosplay makeup from bathrooms. Like the whole tip of Mayron was given to me in a bathroom, and so was lip coat, which is in my new like makeup go-to. So it's all good.
Caitlin is saying Ohio's warm is nothing to the oppressive humidity of Florida. Don't fear. Though to be honest, like we were ridiculously warm at SunnyCon, was it this year?
Yeah.
But it was like 32 degrees.
Yeah, like Ohio is kind of on the same like part of the hemisphere that we are, so they get kind of normalish weather. Because I've been to Ohio.
So I don't know what that is in American money, in Fahrenheit.
32 is about 80, I think.
But yeah, that was kind of our but we were like, oh sweet Jesus, it is warm. Yeah. But in fairness, they didn't really have aircon the same where we were. for that because it's in Newcastle and we don't expect it to be 32 degrees in goddamn Newcastle. Caitlin saying, yes, like, the accents, no one would know any better. We would seem so exotic. Tea everywhere.
If I tried to do American accent, then I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, but you wouldn't try to, would you?
No, because I'm bloody useless.
You're bloody useless.
Bloody useless.
Laughing, as I said, we did film it all, but the best part was getting everyone to draw out on this card, then on this Pokemon journal. It made my first con very special.
Aww.
Yeah. Okay, Caitlin is saying that's too warm, so presumably it doesn't get that bad, which
that's
is
good.
nice.
That's good. Plus, if it's in a water park, you just go jump in the pool for it and you're cool. You're like, yeah, relax.
You could do that as opposed to just being like, I now need to walk back to a really, really warm hotel to die. Excuse me, friends.
Well, yeah, like aircon as well. You know, it's one of those amazing inventions that we don't really have over here much.
It's because it's never really warm enough to need it, apart from when it is, and then people die.
Well, it didn't really help as well.
Kieran's
we were
in the chat. Hey, Kieran.
We were in full armour. So
yeah, we were also in full armour. Which didn't help. Kieran's in the chat. Hey, Kieran.
Kieran.
We're doing a fat load of nothing. Or Mel's working really hard. I am watching the chat. And
I'm not really working really hard. I'm just kind of adding on to a really crappy wig.
You're working harder than I'm pretending to, so that's something. I'm trying to avoid having to look for the parts of a costume that I need to wear in a fortnight's time. Which is very silly. And not at all what I should be doing. But, heck yeah. Well, also working out how the heck I'm going to make my new costume that I want to do for next year. Which is, I don't know if any of you are watching new anime this season called The Ancient Magus' Bride. I really want to do Elias. So bad. Because apparently next year it's all go goth or go home. So...
I approve of this plan.
AC saying, I need to record the wrap up for the vlog, so back soon. And Kieran saying, I am also avoiding work. That is Skullboy. He's a giant. Is there a way of sharing this picture? I don't know. Can I send it to you, Mel? And can you? Is that?
I can put it in the thing. Yeah.
You can put it in the thing. Let me try and send it to you. But one moment.
Don't send it over Skype. Send it over Facebook.
Okay. How did you know that that's what I was doing? He was like, you knew I was.
As soon as I go on the Skype, it's going to mess up the cameras.
Ah, yes. You're smart. I'm not. Why can't I find you, man?
Also, Skype will make a noise and everyone can hear and Facebook won't.
Gizmo. But yeah, I'm trying to work out how to make his massive goddamn head. You should watch it, Kieran. It's really, really good. There's some weird, like, if you know anything about, like, especially, like, European and British, like, folklore, how they've, like, translated some of, like, the more kind of, like, technical terms. I don't know if you can use the word like the occult technical terms. They haven't done them well. And there's this one specific one which is really recurring, and it's like quite a big kind of plot point, but they've like translated it really, really badly. Like they've basically, what they've done is they've translated it like sound for sound from the Japanese reading of it, but it's got lots of L's in it, and it's just a hot mess.
Oh wow, okay, hopefully that works. Let's go and check it. Yeah, that works. There we go.
Like it's only one word combo out of the entire thing. that's bad. The rest of it is really, really good. It's a stunning anime. I would 100% recommend giving it a go. You'll have lots of fun. But that one bit does wiggle my brain a little bit. Every time it comes up on screen. And I'm just like, why couldn't you have done some background reading? But oh well, it is what it is.
Trying to add to this monstrosity. So bad. It's a 10 quid costume though. I mean, what do you expect? But the beard at least looks better though. Now it's got some floop at the bottom. But that's the one I'm going to do all the way up. Also, the beard had to I had to adjust the beard to fit my little tiny face and my little tiny ears. Apparently the loops don't want to go over my ears, but also this bit did not want to sit in the middle at all. It also smells really good because I put it through fabric conditioner. My tiny ears.
You're gonna be such a good Marl. I cannot wait. I'm so hyped.
It's gonna be the best part. It's a glasses cosplay, and I can wear my Alphas glasses because they really, really work. So I'm like, yes, prescription glasses for me. I don't have to put contacts in. That's fabulous. Because any time you don't have to put contacts in, kids, is a good time.
See, I just go for hey, why wear contacts when you can run around blind?
Because if I ran around blind, I wouldn't go talking to half as many people.
See, you're just selling this to me more.
But yeah, if you look at how crappy this wig, I mean, look, it's not even got anything at the bottom here. It's just nah, we're not gonna bother putting it all the way down. What do you want to do that for?
Well, it was a £10 wig beard combo.
Yes,
so.
It was. I was like, I'll buy it just as a base, really, which is kind of what I'm using it for. But also, if it doesn't work, I'll just go buy some stuff from the fabric shop and just do it myself. But I think it'll work.
I think it'll look good. I'm hyped to see it. I'm going to quickly check in a box because I think I might know where my goatee for Jack Sparrow is.
Ooh.
I'll be back momentarily.
Yeah. It's leaving me on my own. Oh no, what am I going to do? Well, where's my scissors? I'm sitting on them apparently. It's fine. It's all good. Laughing Hat, you were saying that your con was too cold. Whereabouts did you go? Because to be fair, this time of year it's a bit chilly for cons, depending on what you're wearing. I always have the beautiful habit of wearing the most seasonally inappropriate costume. I approve the Marl. You could use Spirit Gum to hold it in place. I could. I could also use Prozaid. However, what it is basically is that I am allergic to wool. So I needed to get some yarn that was 100% acrylic because I'm slightly allergic to wool. So basically I can't stick anything to my face really because it'll make me itch. So because this is all fabric jacked, hopefully I should just be able to just loop it over my ears and we should be good. I've taken it enough at the sides that it fits my face now. So I did Natalia, Canada, I need my glasses to see, I'd rather be blind than wear contacts. See, I've been wearing contacts for cons and for cosplay for a very long time now, but it's taken me ages to get used to them. Hi Alfie, my cat's about to come walk across the screen. Come on then.
Needless to say, hi Alfie Cat and a bit of cat butt.
Cat butt. Brilliant. I just pressed something on the thing. Have you seen season 2 of Stranger Things? Not yet, don't spoil it.
I'm a big fearty cat, so I will not be watching that. Everything gives me the scares.
Yeah, you would get really scared. Right?
I would not have a good time.
No.
So yeah, the beard was not where I thought it was. So I'm gonna have to remake that.
Joys.
Go me.
What colour do you need? Brown.
No, what I'll do is I'll use, I've got leftover hair from the wig and stuff, so I'll probably just use that.
Like, something I could have done is I could have got a wig and like then stuck bits to my face, but I'm like, honestly, for me, like, Caitlin makes a very good point. You can eat more easily without worrying about your beard. Yeah, I can literally just take it up and eat and drink and be like, yay, have food in my face. I don't have to have it sticking to my face, which is always a bad time for me. Like, anything sticking to my face just doesn't really work for me. Even putting a wig on, like a lace front wig. The amount of times Luke's had to help me with the lace front wigs.
Do you mean every time you've ever worn a lace front wig?
Hey, not ever.
Bar
mostly.
Once.
No, a couple of times now. A couple of times. Like, I'm getting used to it because I just use the wig tape, the body tape. It's far easier. But yeah, me sticking things to my face is never a good thing. No, we're not.
I'm so mad I've lost that because it was a really ruddy good beard.
Probably around somewhere. Is it in like your makeup boxes?
It's not. Like, there was literally one place it could have been and it wasn't there.
Damn. That's annoying.
So it just means having to make a new one, which is a pain in the butt, but it's not impossible. So we'll get there. I want these in wood, but I can't find them in wood. You only want to sell me them in literally anything else.
I like how Caitlin's like, a good kitty, and then that one there you've like cat butt. Yep.
Yeah. There's two types of people in the world.
He is a good kitty, but he's also a pain in the arse with a retriever because it's like, you're paying attention to something else that's not me, god damn it.
So I'm now looking up wooden beard beads online because cosplay.
Well, that was like me. I was looking up, like, trying to find some like small flowers and stuff, but possibly for Mel. And then I was like, I couldn't find anything that was really like decent. And then actually, I was in the fabric shop yesterday and I found out they actually do have flowers in there. But I'm kind of thinking more vines and like plaits and stuff. So at least I know it's in the fabric shop that's like in town, so I can always go there if I want. So.
It's annoying. Like, apparently they just don't make these beads in wood. That's fab.
Why are you not putting through this stupid thing?
Which is annoying because I literally owned the beads in wood, but it says I'm lying. So
get Sarah to have a look. eBay queen.
It's just they're not the colour I want. Meh. That's so annoying when that happens.
You already know it exists. You're like, it exists. Why is it not letting me do the thing?
In fairness, I think I like the ones I had before. Like, I imported. Like, I went like stupidly ham on getting them over from like, I don't know. I think I was all on Etsy to get them. So.
Fair enough.
Spending far too much time and effort on a very small part of costume. So the usual.
The usual then, yeah, I was going to say. Well, same, to be fair. I used to always be like, oh, I'm not going to take too much effort in. Now I'm like, I'm going to hand push everything through the wig and make my own wig, essentially. Why? Don't be shush.
Caitlin's saying, are you doing Mel pre or post arm? I'm really trying to encourage her to do post arm.
I want to do the arm. I need to figure out a way of doing that, but I'm starting with the beard and see how we go on, you know. I figured if I get the beard, like my theory behind it was if I get the beard and hair to look the way I want it to, that'll give me encouragement to like do the props things that I don't like doing.
You should make it like I made Fenris's gauntlet.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Or glove.
Yeah, but onto like a brown glove.
Yeah.
And then just stick the foam parts on and round. Lots of tubes.
Yeah. I will try. Like, I have plenty of foam and warbler and stuff anyway, so it's not like it's gonna go to waste. And I've already got my lovely bracer, thanks to you. Because I got it for
Heck
Killian.
yeah.
You made it for me and gave it to me for Killian.
I beat you, Kieran, I'm sorry. Kieran's like, I've seen someone made his arm like a bracelet onto. Oh man, yeah, I was too fast and sneaky for you. Well, I get snacks again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kate makes a good point. The nice thing about Taz is that you can do bits and phases without necessarily being missing anything. This is very like the whole point of it is it's a podcast. Like it's very little kind of great. I love it. Then I always kind of like costumes like that, where I can kind of make it a little bit myself, and make like that's why we like the Marauders so much. Let's face it, like we like the in-character stuff where we can kind of play with the stuff a bit more.
I like how fucking comfy it is to wear. It's just a shirt and trousers.
See, I was like, I've basically been Adventures Zone obsessed now. But like, I've been on the cosplaying page that they kind of got for it, and oh my god, there's some really good cosplays on there.
There's some really good cosplays.
And I'm just like, oh, so good.
So much good stuff.
It gives me ideas like all the time because I'm always like, what can I do? And like, I want all the little details because I like little details. There was a really good Garfield. Oh my god.
Oh, the Garfield that's at MCM is freaking amazing.
So many details. I'm just like, ah!
It's so good. I can't get over. Like, they did him a bit like a travelling salesman. And like, he's got his little jacket open and all the different bits down the inside of the jacket. And like this little kind of like, almost like masquerade mask, but like a cat. It's really cool.
So cool.
It's some good stuff. Some damn good stuff. You know, I'm so glad there's been 8,000 different films of Pirates of the Caribbean, because I can just take bits that I want from each.
Yeah.
And if I don't have matching colours, who's going to know?
It's
nobody.
Jack. It's Jack Sparrow. He's just thrown it together from like what he's found anyway. It's fine.
Just keep attaching more shit to it.
Yeah, that's all he ever does anyway. That one Daydream saying, oh yeah, I forgot to say I won 20 euros at a costume competition. Nice!
Well done!
Awesome.
Oh, I am not looking forward to trying to find everything for this blooming thing though.
Kieran's like, I joined it yesterday and my god, those cosplays. Yeah!
Some of them are just absolutely stunning.
So cool.
Like, amazing. I wish I had like half the talent of some of the people doing them.
I'm always like that though. Like I like.
John Depp is still an asshole. Yeah, like it's there's no kind of two ways about it. And the first movie's really good, and then the rest of them exist, I guess.
I watched. I rewatched the first movie, but yeah, I don't really rewatch any of the others. And I've been watching Elizabeth forever and ever and ever and ever. But not the poofy dress Elizabeth, probably pirate Elizabeth. But that's from a later film, so I'm not as interested.
But yeah,
I could try dress Elizabeth.
I just want to see Mel try and make a ball gown.
see me swear a lot of material.
I want you to make a mall gown, but then I want you to wear it as Cass, and that would be everything that I ever needed in my entire life.
Yep. I would literally be like Cass is at that bloody formal that they go to, where she's just like, I don't feel comfortable in this.
Yeah.
It's the reason I wouldn't do a Disney princess.
I think you would be a hilarious Disney princess, though. Like, hours of laughs.
That would be the worst Disney princess.
I think you say the worst. I think you mean the best. I think you mean the best. It would be hilarious. Hours of fun. You would be so grumpy. I'd be gutting myself.
I'd be like, get me more coffee. I can't deal with children. Oh my god, why am I dealing with children all my life?
Oh my god, none of those things were supposed to be in that. Right.
Everyone's like,
you ever type stuff and you're like your hands have just added 800 different things in there that should not have been about. That's every time I try and like type.
I'll say that's usually me every time. Yeah. That's why I have autocorrect on my phone. It's the reason.
Did you guys see the new Pirates of the Caribbean? There was a new Pirates of the Caribbean. I was not. See, that's not good. I wasn't aware that there was a new Pirates of the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware there was a new Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. I have to.
I'll take that as a no.
Why do I have so much hair? Legit, maybe. Why? It's the only like Disney princess that would even appeal to would be Merida, because that's just the way I am. God damn it. No, but Disney villains! We like that
Disney
idea.
villains are a bit more our speed.
Let me go scare some children, that's more my speed. Thanks for that. Came out over the summer, I think. I don't think it did well. Yeah, I mean, if we haven't heard of it, and we're both relatively large Pirates of the Caribbean fans.
I feel to say that we are large Pirates of the Caribbean fans are probably a little bit of a push.
Yeah, I was. Bit like I was a big Doctor Who fan at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, by the wayside.
I have just found a brown piratey coat in suede for £5 on eBay, so which would work quite well to cover up all the bits of my costume that I'm currently missing. So I'll just add some more buttons to it.
If you want some leather, hit me up, fam.
I'm mostly thinking of just how cold it's going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
When I have to wear it, so if I'm outside at all, I don't want to just be in a shirt sleeves in the middle of November. Because, oh my god, it's almost the middle of November! That is disgusting.
I know.
No. I didn't okay this.
That's Jack and we get to see
apparently... Cool, I guess.
Yeah. Kieran, I totally thought you'd put wish me luck, gotta go hunting in the shed for wine. I was like, it's a bit early, mate. It's a bit early.
It is never too early. It's wine time in some time zone, Mel. That's quitting talk that you've got going there.
Oh dear.
Quitting talk. But yeah, I mean, it's a really ugly coat, but it means I won't feel so bad if I have to take it apart.
That's true.
eBay is your friend.
eBay's always your friend. People love some
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes eBay's abysm. When someone snipes something out from underneath you.
That's true. But that's why I rarely go for those options.
Well, this one was a bed one, just because otherwise getting a brown leather, like real suede coat for £5 is a bit of a push.
To be fair, the last coat I got for cosplay, in fact, that one that you used for Marius, was a tenner.
The thing is, that Marius coat at its full length would probably have been perfect, but we've kind of cut it to shit by now, so that's not happening.
Now you've cut it.
You made it small and then I made it look sized.
Oh, did I tell you? I walked past H&M yesterday, and your coat happened to be like right at the front, so I went to have a look, and there were no small sizes.
One of the ladies at work is a tailor. Like, actually does proper. She's the one that used to be a pattern maker for Westwood.
Nice.
So she's like, oh yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'd been really quite cheeky. I'd like scooted in. I was like, oh, I don't want to give out the woman's name online, but friend, I'll insert it instead of her name. I was like, oh, you wouldn't happen to know anyone? Like, I know you do a lot too, and you wouldn't know anyone that's quite good at doing coats, do you? Because I know you do dresses and stuff. And she's like, I'll have a look at it for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was hoping you were going to say that, but I wasn't going to outright ask.
Did you know when you have your level of cosplay sewing, and then you have like the level of I've got a really nice coat and I don't want to screw it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this coat wasn't, even with the discounts I got, it wasn't a cheap coat, and I really really like it. And if it's one of those ones that if I can get it taken in where I need it taken in to fit me, it'll probably last me like years.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
I was gonna say it is like a really nice coat, and I'm the same though because I got like a piratey coat from like a costume shop in Manchester, and it cost me a fair amount, and it is slightly too big, and I'm like scared to take it in because I'm like I don't want to ruin it because I can sew enough, but I can't sew that well. And when it's like just fabric that you've bought for like a tenner, you're like, oh well, I'll screw it up, never mind. But when it's like a coat that's like best part of 80-90 quid, you're like,
yeah.
Would really rather not screw that up, thanks.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But I really didn't want to like get rid of the jacket because it's so nice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just was not for happening as it is. It's
that's why I was like, I will go and have a little look and see, because like, if it had happened to have a smaller size, I could have just been like, hey fam, we'll just go exchange it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there wasn't. It was all large sizes. I'm literally just threading stuff at the moment.
Nice.
Out yet, so I'm trying to do like a whole line around and then see what it looks like. Which just means I'm literally having to get the yarn, thread it on the darning needle, which takes me forever because I can't thread the needles to save my life. Luckily it's a really large hole. And I'm poking it through and then tying a knot, and I'm just like, this wig's gonna be really heavy by the time I finish.
It's gonna weigh a ton, but it's gonna look amazing. And you're gonna be so happy with it. Hey, Will Star Shipper!
Hey! Every time I see them come in, I just go, that they're happy with the video that we made. The one Wolfstar video that we've made so far.
I'm pretty sure Debbie's got more in the plans.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure she has. He really does. Oh,
far too many things to choose from.
Exactly why I don't sew my own cosplay. I'm so afraid to screw it up majorly. See, I feel like there's a different level to it sometimes though, where it's like I honestly have practiced so many times on really crappy fabric. Like I'll just get literally a sheet from like supermarket and use that fabric, or get fabric from go to like a charity shop and get like a top or something and adjust it. And that's literally how I learned to sew. Because I was so scared to mess it up for ages, and then I was like, you know what? Why am I being so scared of this? It's like anything, isn't it? Really.
Like, I feel like costumes I'm not too fussed with, because it doesn't matter what they're like on the inside. But
Yeah.
like, if it's an expensive like item of clothing that I'm going to wear daily, then I'm like, no, this needs to be nice.
I know my own sewing doesn't hold up to like a washing machine, for example. I don't trust it in a washing machine.
Oh, hi, Aqua Blue.
Hello.
Welcome to the chat where not a lot of stuff is actually going on right now. Oh, Mel, again, I see that. Mel's working really hard. I've dicked about
Avoiding going to find Jack stuff.
Yeah, I've been looking for bits of my Jack cosplay, of my Jack Sparrow cosplay, which I need in a couple of weeks' time for a charity event that's coming up, and I've been buying the bits that I need to fix it when I find out that there's parts I can't find that I really need.
Oh no, I have to brave cobwebs and spiders, says Kieran.
We believe in you, Kieran. Be strong.
Do it. I purposely have stopped storing all my cosplay stuff in the shed because I know there's really big spiders in my shed. And so I started storing it in my conservatory. Oh, those are really big
there's spiders in the conservatory.
There was a really huge one, but it was dead. But it really scared me the other day, so I hoovered it up this morning. But I was still like, I don't mind spiders normally, but when they're really big, nobody likes really big spiders. But it's okay because Debbie's not here, so I haven't told her that the spiders in the conservatory. The spiders in my conservatory.
Aqua saying, I finally made a stream, so I'm happy. Oh, we're glad you're finally here, and that you're enjoying it such that it is. We're not really up to much today. We're mostly just having a wee chat on a Sunday afternoon while we both drink tea and I eat Twizzlers because Sarah was really, really cute and sent me a care package of candy because I had a really crap day earlier this week. So I'm now just eating stuff and trying not to shop too much on eBay. It would help if I actually bought those things I put in my basket, though, wouldn't it?
That would help, yes. See what I'm doing?
They show up at your house much easier if you actually buy them.
So I've threaded all the yarn in and like knotted it at the back. So it's a right mess at the back. It's delightful. And now what I'm kind of doing is like pulling it apart a little bit. So the grey has got like 4 strands to it. But you can't pull it all apart at once because it doesn't let you do that. But you have to kind of pull it apart a bit before you brush it out, otherwise it just gets a big knot in it and pulls all the thread out. So it's pointless. So you have to kind of do that. So each thread that I'm putting in, I have to do this too. And kind of do that. So it's like, and then I'll brush that bit out. I hope that actually picked up on the camera because I'm not looking at the camera. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to make my wig thicker and like longer, but it's got black in there as well. But
make it look less bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it can be messy. Like messy is fine, because he's a dwarf, so dwarves don't care. But like, I don't want it to be so thin that you can literally see my hair through it, which is the way it was at before. And the black's really nice as well, actually. The black goes really, really fluffy. So it's quite nice kind of having the black in as well as a bit of a mix. But it's really hard to find like the super chunky yarn that doesn't have any wool in. So I was in this fabric store for a fair while yesterday. But I spent a voucher, so that's always good. Then I got another voucher because they had a special deal on, where like the fabric store I go to tends to have like little sales and stuff on, but instead of like just giving you like 20% off or whatever, they actually just give you like a little bag at the till if you spend over £5. You pull out like how much, you pull out like a button, and that tells you like how much discount you have or whether you get about like I got a £5 voucher for next time. So
that's nice.
I can't complain. I also got some fabric and some thread to make my sister like a little scarf for Christmas. Because I keep meaning to like use my skills to actually, you know, make something for people for Christmas. That's always useful. You're insane. I'm just stealing wire from my dad's mug's headpiece and Johan's hat to save buying some. That makes a lot of sense.
H3.
I have so many random bits of stuff. Just be like, this might come in useful. Usually when the banders arrive and goes, anyone got Velcro? Yes, I have.
That is always me asking that, just if anyone's wondering. I'm all, where's the Velcro, Mel?
Where's the Velcro?
Thing is, I know in here I have like 6 meters of varying thicknesses of Velcro. Can I ever find it when I'm looking for it though? The answer is always no.
Bugs in my room get sucked into my vacuum, no mercy. Yeah, that's what happened to the big spider. It got vacuumed this morning. I'm actually too warm. What is going on?
It's quite chilly in Edinburgh today.
It's quite chilly here, but my heating's on. Yeah, my sewing box is just full of leftovers at this point. Fenris is coming useful for Mog. They do that. I have a lot of leftovers of warbler and leather. I'm literally looking at my thing of leftovers right there. And then my sewing box is also full of like random bits. But then, you know, it does come in useful. I go, oh yeah, I've got this. I can use this for this. Woo-hoo. That's how I tried out the yarn last week because I already had the yarn anyway from doing knitting and stuff. So I'll give this a go.
There we go. Done my shopping.
Good.
Sent it. It's good to go. I can now pay attention properly. Oh, I am hype at the idea of breakfast for dinner tonight. It's going to be a good time. Mel been talking about how her lovely gentleman roommate was looking for greasy food today, and I was like, oh my god, breakfast for dinner. And then Alison hadn't gone to Tesco yet, and I was like, oh, Alison, breakfast for dinner. She was like, heck yeah. So we're gonna have breakfast for dinner.
I just made cheese toasties. That was as good as we're gonna get, to be fair, because neither of us could be asking for the shop. So
see, if we had a toasty machine, I would have toasties for every single meal.
Oh no!
Like I'm a bit of a toasty fiend. So
toasty machine then.
You've seen the size of our kitchen cupboards. I don't have room for any more accoutrements. Like, no, I would. We really want a rice cooker and we really want a toasty machine. They are the joys. This little bits of heaven on this earth.
Yeah, that's what it looks like before it's been brushed. It's very. Look at the curl.
Caitlin's saying, breakfast for every meal is the dream. It kinda is. It kinda is.
We'll start fan. Like, it's not really my jam.
See, I just like food, and breakfast food is good food. I'm not usually far too fussy after that, but breakfast food is good food. All-Star Shipper, a new kid at my school likes Harry Potter and Welcome to Night Vale. We spent almost every day this week nerding out together. Oh, that's so cute.
That is cute.
I'm glad that you found someone that's got similar interests to you. It's always nice when you get folks like chat about the stuff that you're passionate about with.
Don't ever talk with you about Harry Potter and all our theories on stuff. No.
We had a girl at work who's really into Harry Potter as well. Basically everyone at work is really into Harry Potter. We'd gone out for drinks after work. We were just chatting about stuff, and she was like, "Oh, and it got to like who your favourite character and who your least favourite character was." And she'd never thought about Dumbledore being bad, like as being like a counter kind of antagonist in the thing. And she's like, "No, Dumbledore's really good," and like. Literally everyone else at the table was like, "No, he's a terrible person." And literally for like a fortnight afterwards, every time she like made eye contact with any of us, she's like, "I still can't get over what you said about Dumbledore. Like, he can't be all bad. He's like, he left a child to be abused, literally for like over a decade, and then continued to send him back to it. Like, that's never okay. Like." Jesus Christ.
See, I find it really funny when new people start at my work, or people that I haven't ever talked to about my costumes before. And one of the guys started, and like I said, "Oh, I'm going to like a con this weekend." He's like, everyone around me is like, "Oh, who are you going as? Who are you taking this weekend?" Because they all know like the cosplay and stuff. And I said, "Oh, which one? I think it was Kitter, I think, where I basically threw Jane in as like a comfy option, and like this new guy's like eyes just bugged out. He was like, "Jane from Firefly." I was like, "Yes." He's like, "What, gender bend?" I was like, "Nope." And it was just like, "Okay." I'll get behind that, and I'm like, "Cool, glad you can."
Glad you can. I mean, it wasn't going to fucking stop me, but
nope.
Thank you for that. Oh, Aquablue is saying, "Only just up. It's 11 o'clock here." Oh, where are you from? Obviously, you're new onto the chat, so we haven't sussed out who you are yet, Aquablue. Where is it you're from? Where do you hail from? I'm presuming it's from the States.
Yeah, it's 11. It probably is the States.
West Coast. A push. Just because I was speaking to Caitlin earlier this morning, and she was saying it was about 10 o'clock when I was chatting to her this morning. Or
also,
to her this morning for her, this afternoon for us.
Yeah.
Because over here it is 10 past 4 in the afternoon, which means I should probably
so
get on with actual people stuff like ironing clothes and stuff for work tomorrow.
Ironing clothes for work? What's that all about? I don't iron anything.
Oh, we've managed to Sherlock it out with Caitlin winning in Missouri, so Midwest USA.
Midwest, there you go. Nice. Sounds like me when the guy at work found out about Victor and Fenris too. Yeah, pretty much. I just loved the fact he actually heard of Firefly and hadn't heard of Dragon Age. I was like, there you go.
I've kept the cosplay thing kind of on the down low at the new workplace. With the exception of like my MD, who's really into the fact that I cosplay, like doesn't really know what it is, but anytime anything vaguely DIY-y or artsy comes up, he's like, "How would you fix this?"
Yeah, because you fix stuff at your work now, haven't you? Like,
I've been involved in quite a large project for our new surprise Christmas display window, which has been a first for me, even doing this one. But it's pretty exciting. Hopefully, it'll all look good when it's done. But yeah, no, like a few folk have like found me on like Facebook, and they've either been like, "Oh, like, so you go to Comic-Cons?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I dress up, like I make costumes now and again." It's like, "Don't look on YouTube. Like, just don't never go on YouTube again. I'm your boss. Please don't go on YouTube
I'm
again."
a little bit like that with YouTube. I'm like, I'm quite happy for folk to see all the pictures and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, don't go on YouTube. Like, I wouldn't care as much if like they knew me relatively well on YouTube. It's just if people don't know me and they go on YouTube, and I'm just like, why?
Kieran saying, I came in wearing a few too many nerdy hoodies and then I got questioned and it all came out. Oh no. See, I dress like a respectable human being when I go to work. Not that you're not a respectable human being, that sounded terrible. But I've got my spiffy little waistcoat and my jumpers, and my shirts.
I have dress down Fridays, so geeky t-shirts always come out.
We don't really have dress down days. I don't even know if they're doing it for Halloween. If they are, the taco hat is coming with me.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good option.
Because it's pretty spiffy.
It's also just like really easy to throw on over.
It's so easy to throw on, and I can take it off super easy as well, which is the other most important part.
Yeah.
Kieran's saying, but really, some of my normal clothes are weirder than my cosplays.
I just have a lovely collection of geeky t-shirts. It's great. And then the weirder parts though are when I'm wearing business dress to work and then I put Santiago's waistcoat on or something. And then I channel him all day and it's not good.
Kill the non-believers.
Alfie, are you eating the crumbs from my cheese toasty? You're the worst cat in the world.
He is a good cat. Shush yourself.
I know what he's going to do next. He's going to come across and put his butt across the screen.
That is his one. That is what he likes to do.
Probably doing another black one soon. Yeah, I quite like this little technique. It's just it's going to be really, really, really labour intensive.
I'm just waiting to get my Diva hoodie at Christmas. Just going to casual, discreet cosplay with no end. Just Kieran. Yeah, I think I'd like to redo Diva next year, but I want to get a better bodysuit for it. Not that that'd be hard. I think the one that I bought was like £9 or something.
Oh no!
So it was not great.
For £9. Yeah, I'll cook myself. Where's my black one?
Oh my! Aqua Blue is saying all my winter wear is Harry Potter. So once it gets cold, everybody knows. I really, really want to get some more Hufflepuff stuff for Christmas this year. I've said quite loudly while we were going around the new Harry Potter shop in Edinburgh to Alison. I was like, look how lovely this scarf is. I really like this scarf. How lovely would it look with my new blue coat? It would look fabulous. Hint, hint, hint. Kieran saying, I'm too scared of bodysuits to properly do Diva. Yeah, I'm still not 100% comfy in bodysuits, but I really wanted to do Diva a lot. I think if I can get one which is made of a thicker material, I might be more comfy, as opposed to what I had, which was literally crap.
I found that with the morph suits and stuff, if I got a proper morph suit that actually covered my body and I knew I could take a picture of the flash and it wouldn't show anything, then I was comfy because I was it's just like wearing leggings.
A body legging.
Yeah. I was comfy then, I was fine with it. Then I have some pretty major hang-ups with things like that, so...
Aquablue saying, mine's us, all Slytherin. See, Slytherin and Gryffindor are really easy ones to get a hold of. Even more places are doing Ravenclaw stuff now, but if you're a Badger,
I went in Primark yesterday, they had loads of Ravenclaw stuff. They didn't have the pretty lights that Debbie found, though. I was like, it's sad, because the pretty lights were pretty.
When people just stare at you through the window, as they're coming up the stairs. We've got a really weird flat, whereas we're, on the first floor, but it's also, it's basically like the ground floor or what would be the ground floor is like parking, and then you've got like the first floor, which is like livable on, is the one that we're on. But we've got like we're right on the stairs up, or like the workroom is right on the stairs up. So like I'll be sitting here like doing my thing, and even though I've got like the blinds like closed, like people will still like try and like get their little eye around the corner, and you're just like, friends, don't be nosy, go away.
Alfie.
Friends, don't be nosy, go away.
Yeah, it really freaked me out though the first time I stayed at yours, because I didn't even realise that like there was a staircase past it.
Did you
I
know?
was sleeping in that room. I was like, whoa, and like the blinds were closed, I just saw a shadow go past, and I was like,
What just happened?
It freaked me out so much.
Wolfstar is saying, my best friend hates being a Hufflepuff, but I like Hufflepuff more than my house. I love Hufflepuff. Like, it gets a lot of, like, not hate, because, like, you can't hate a Hufflepuff, it's a badger. But, like, a lot of people that are, like, get sorted into Hufflepuff are like, oh, Hufflepuff. But, like, mate, you ever seen a honey badger? Those things are badass. They are literally stab-proof. How many animals do you know? How many mammals are stab-proof? That is freaking badass.
We are also, like, the worst at perpetuating the Hufflepuff stereotypes. When we have the Slytherins and Gryffindors and we all just run on the Hufflepuffs. It's fine. No.
Like, you might be like, oh yeah, Slytherin pride, Gryffindor pride. Badger will fuck you up, pal. Like, we're nice and cuddly, we bring the good snacks, but sweet Jesus, I will wreck you.
See, I was going to say, like, in Banda we have the token Gryffindor, who is Claire.
Yeah.
We have Debbie, who is the Ravenclaw. And then we have you, that's the Hufflepuff. And then everyone else is Slytherin.
Yeah. You see everyone else, like, there's thousands of us. It's literally like you, Alison, and Sarah are quite blatantly Slytherins.
I still say, like, I'm definitely Slytherin because I fixed the quiz to make sure I was in Slytherin.
Which is the most Slytherin thing to do.
I know, right?
No, Hufflepuff's the best house. Snacks. You can't persuade me otherwise. Wolfstar Shipper is saying, I want to be a Hufflepuff. Everybody should want to be a Hufflepuff. Aquablue is saying, I'm doing Luna right now, her outfit on the train when Harry first meets her. That's so cute! That's a really nice one.
I like Luna.
AC is saying that that's them back. Hey AC.
I'm actually surprised none of us have like done Luna, because all of us like Luna. I think it's just like the next gen, or the actual gen, we kind of all shy away from a bit.
Yeah. Like, you already kind of know everything there is to know about those guys, is my take on it.
Pretty much mine as well, to be fair. It's like, I've never really been even tempted to kind of do it.
Yeah, like, I think I've done Harry once because my glasses are round, and I have dark hair most of the time. Everyone's like, you should do Harry Potter, and I'm like, okay, sure. I guess.
Like,
funny story.
Once
we went to, I think I've told you about this, Mel. When we went to the viewing of the Prisoner of Azkaban, Waterstones, like 2 years ago, and they were like, oh, and you can all come along in costume. There's gonna be like lots of fun activities to do. Like, we went along. We were the only adults there in costume that weren't there with kids. We were the only adults that were not there with kids. It's probably the best way to put it. And we'd gone along, and they had owls and shit. I was having a rare old time, and I'd worn Harry, and we then found out that there was a costume competition part of it, and we're like, no, it's like, obviously we're not gonna enter because like it's lots of little kids. That wouldn't be fair. That'd be really awkward. Like, it's in our heads we're like, and it's a bot costume, like that's not how you do that. So we were sitting down and we taken a seat at the back because we snuck in our own snacks to watch the movie. So they were setting up the projector and like, so we're gonna announce the winner of all the competition stuff, and there was like a person who made the best potion and person who answered the best crossword and stuff like that, and they're like, and now we're gonna do the costume competition winner. And we were like, oh great, that's gonna be really cute, because there's like a lot of kids that had done like really cute little costumes, and we're like, and the winner is Harry, and the guy just looked straight at me from the other side of the room, and I'm like, fam, I'm like 23, like, take off.
Pick a child.
Pick a child, and he just stared me down from like the other end of like this water stance, and I was like, buddy, no. And by this point all the parents had turned round,
Oh, no.
and all the kids had turned round.
Oh, no.
Allison is absolutely killing herself laughing. I'm just like, oh no, not like this. And he's like, come on up, Harry, and I'm like, oh, it's not my name, oh my god. So I wandered up to the front, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. Got my gift card.
Oh no.
And like, you know, it's a bad time when I am the tallest person standing on that stage to get the award, and they're like, I am evil. I am the worst person. I really hope you thought I was much younger. Yeah, I literally, I stole a book voucher from a room full of children at a Harry Potter dress-up event.
See, I feel man. When they do that, and they kind of do, like, costumes without kind of properly, like, you have to enter or anything, I hate when they do that. Like, I'm like, just give me a thing where I can enter or not, as the case may be, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because I am not going to enter a costume competition, let's face it, ever. Like, I've entered 3 in my life. It's not really my thing.
So awkward.
I more kind of do let's organise the costume competition. Like, I feel like I probably should at some point, but I also feel like I need to really up my level of costuming before I can do that. But
it's all about practice.
Everyone has like different things that they enjoy, and like for me, like actually competing in a costume competition would not be my idea of enjoyment. I'd rather just run around with my mates and be idiots.
Yeah, like I used to do lots of costume competitions because I was like, yeah, I'm in a costume competition. I'm gonna be really good. That's what I'm gonna prove. I'm really good at costumes. And then I realised that, like, I didn't enjoy doing them. They just stressed me the heck out. So I stopped.
But the only folk that really still enter are, like, Blair and, like, Bethan still enters.
Bethan enters.
Yeah, because
Bethan's stuff is amazing.
So cool.
I'm going to enter with her next year. So that she'll do like.
I'm excited to like see you guys like actually do the costume stuff, the competition stuff like again.
Like I'm simultaneously excited and goddamn terrified because I'm like I need to make sure it's as good as Bethan's. I don't want her to leave me at MatsuruCon. The little Starshipper thing. I don't really like the main generation. My friends were like you love Harry Potter series but don't really like the actual person Harry Potter.
That's like, me though. I hate Harry Potter. I think he's a pain. He's so whiny.
He's just like, a teenage boy. Like it's.
Book 5 killed me. Book 5 I was just like, really? Are you still going to go on about Umbridge? Really? It's like,
we used to get a lot of messages on the Marauders panels like, oh, why don't you do like Harry and Ron and Hermione? And you're like, oh, one, we're not like massive fans of them as characters, and 2, you've kind of already seen 8 films and a book series about them. Like,
the reason why we like the Marauders is because like you can basically you have some stuff that's canon, but a lot of it is not, and so you can make it however you want it to make it.
Yeah, I'm a bit of fun with it.
Yeah. Like our canon now for Marauders is so far off actual canon. We've made our own canon, it's fine.
It's gone a bit AU. It's gone a little bit AU. And I love that.
But the thing is, like, I think because we've been doing these characters for a very long time, we're cool with it.
Well, long time for you. Some of us have been doing them less time. Thank you very much. You've been doing them since before the books were even written.
Not since before the books were written. God, Luke.
Were books around when you were role-playing with Debbie? You just tap them out on bits of stone.
Debbie and I were 15 when we met. That was 1999. So well, from that you can work out my actual age.
Older than the hills.
Yeah.
Will Star Shipper is saying, I love book 5 though. I would have to say book 5 was like the first one that I was not particularly in. I think it's the first book I read entirely on my own though. Well, not the first book that I ever read entirely on, but I think it was the first one that like my dad and I didn't go through together. Because I remember going and getting the book at midnight from like not the Waterstones, like the W.H. Smith in like Braehead near where like my parents lived, and then reading it like I think by the light on my Game Boy on the way home in the car. My dad's like, "You're going to ruin your eyes." Back in the days before I wore glasses, wonder what happened there. And him and my dad being like, "No, like give me the book here. If you're not going to stop reading it, like you've got like swim practice in the morning. Like you need to go to bed." I read it right until like 2 minutes before I had to go to swim practice. Got changed, went, and I like the fact I didn't drown. I was so tired.
See, I remember getting book 4 was like that for me, where it was like I was 16. And Debbie and I and like other people on this forum have been like chatting about it for so long. Oh, it's coming out. I went round for the midnight launch because again there was a Tesco around the corner from my house, so it was dead easy for me to get to. I went to the midnight launch and again did the same thing where it's just like stayed up all night reading it. It's great. And then Debbie and I were like having a race as to who could read it faster.
What was the fastest? This is to Mel and to everyone in the chat. What is the fastest you've ever read one of the new books? I feel like it has to be the new books. Because you can say, oh yeah, I read Philosopher's Stone in 2 hours.
For us, like, because the early ones, we ended up buying 1 copy. That was a mistake in a house full of 3 girls that all liked Harry Potter. And my mum liked Harry Potter as well. So we all wanted to read it. So then the next time we went, we had to buy about 3 copies. But it took me a couple of days. Like, I didn't, I had school and stuff, so it was like I couldn't go ham, but took me a couple of days. Like, I don't read as fast as you do.
I read the 7th book in under 5 hours.
That is insane, Luke. Oh my god.
I absorbed it. I just rubbed it on my face and took it in by osmosis.
Like, I remember I read enough to, like, not be spoiled when the spoilers started coming out. So, like, I knew what was happening, like, when people started going, oh, this person's died, and I'm like, yeah, I knew that.
Like, I think the good thing about when the 7th book came out, like, nobody really did Facebook and stuff yet.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think but, like, the few friends that I had, like, or it wasn't even that you didn't do Facebook, but you didn't have it on, like, your phone. So,
yeah.
Like, your phone couldn't do that kind of stuff. So you'd have to have, like, gone downstairs onto the home PC, gone onto MSN to, like, even, like, have talked to folks. So you didn't have to...
Or you just go on a message board that's full of Harry Potter stuff, and then you get spoiled very quickly.
I wasn't a big fan of message boards, so...
That's how Debbie and I met, so, yeah. MSN groups back in the day. And then we kind of went to more message board stuff, so... Wolf Starship is saying 5th in 1 day. That's damn impressive because the 5th is huge. Cursed Child in 4 hours. Actually, Sarah and I sat there and read the part 1 of the Cursed Child in 2.5 hours because or however long the first half of the Cursed Child takes, because we were reading it together in a coffee shop because we'd missed going in. So we went to buy it and read it instead, so we knew what was happening for the second part. That's probably the quickest I've read a Harry Potter book. Because otherwise it was like me and Sarah were both just like next page, next page, next page, next page. Because we're both just like, we can both read pretty fast anyway, but it was still like we wanted to be able to go in the interval and like actually, so we basically sat in a coffee shop around the corner and sat there and
sped read it.
The first half of it, yeah, so we knew what the hell was going on. I'm glad we did though, because oh my god, we would not have known what was going on. Oh no! Wolf Starship is saying I had all the deaths spoiled. Oh no.
Oh no.
Blue saying the 7th I read in 5 hours. You people are like crazy.
Like, I haven't. See, reading really fast can be a pain in the ass though, because like, especially if you enjoy reading and you read fast, because you go through books too quickly. Like, I don't buy books anymore because it's too expensive a hobby. It would be more expensive for me than cosplaying. That's how fast I read. Yeah. So I just read fan fiction, because if I then read 200,000 words in a day, then it hasn't cost me a penny. So
that's true.
Whereas otherwise, I was like, oh, well, that was a good use of 15 quid for this new book. Great.
Kieran saying, all I remember is coming back from a school trip to France the night before the 7th book came out and raving with my friend about it the whole coach ride home. That's what Debbie and I did. Like, we were both like, have you finished yet? Have you finished yet? Have you finished yet? For like 4th, 5th and 6th. Have you finished yet? Have you finished yet? And then, oh my god, we finished. Ah! And just going a bit mental about it. Do you all like the Cursed Child? I loved the play. Like, you've not seen the play, so I'm not going to spoil it or anything. But like, I loved the play so much because it's just so well staged. But the actual plot of it is a bit too weird for me, I think.
I just missed my face with a Cheeto.
Well, you do that. Like, I've not actually gone back and read the script that I now own because of the fact that I had wanted to read the first half of it. I've actually not gone back and read it again, so I don't know exactly what else would happen, but it seems a little bit contrived in places. Like,
J.K. Rowling writing a contrived book? Never! She only writes good. Sorry.
Like, I don't feel, put it this way, I don't feel the immediate need to cosplay any of them, which usually means I haven't enjoyed it as much as the originals. Because if I go see a movie and I immediately want to come out and cosplay all the things, it means I've enjoyed it. Like Star Trek, the new Star Trek on Netflix, I want to cosplay all the things. Luke will want to cosplay all the things when he eventually
I'm still refusing to watch it because I know I'll be so up in that. Like, it's got everything I like in it. It's got my babe, Doug Jones. Like, the only thing it's missing is Mark Strong. Like, if Mark Strong was in it as well, I'd be just like, I'm ready. Go for it. But
Jason Isaacs is really good though, to be fair as well. Like, he's so good. Kieran saying, yeah, I buy a lot of books still and damn my bank account gets sad fast. See, I buy books for certain authors and that's about it. Like, I still buy Robin Hood books. Occasionally I try a new author, but I'm a little bit the same in that, like, I haven't been reading as much recently because, like, it does get quite pricey when you read it quite a lot. And I like to reread stuff though. So, like, for my favourite authors, I like to sort of go back and reread them. So at the moment, I'm actually rereading Poppy Black.
Heck yeah! Which is the most amazing Dragon Age fanfiction you will ever read in your entire life, and like, y'all should go read it.
This is coming from somebody that doesn't generally like fanfiction. Like, the whole reason I don't like fanfiction is because I was involved with message boards and stuff very early on, and there was a lot of really bad fanfiction, and no, like, tags, no anything. It was just really bad fan fiction. So that's what started me actually RPing, because I was like, I can write better than that. So yeah, that's what started me RPing. So I'm always kind of a bit wary of like fan fiction in general. But yeah, Coffee Black is really good. And also Shoebox Project is really good for Marauder stuff. Where's my brush gone? Where's my Alfie gone? There he is. Hi, Alf.
Oh, Kieran saying that they also read Coffee Black. It's so good.
So good.
I reread it every like autumn, winter.
That's what I mean. Like I always think of it like this sort of time of year, because I was like, oh, it'd be nice to reread that. You know, it's set in a coffee shop and it's just nice. The characters are so good.
It's everything that should make a bad fan fiction. Yeah. It's written in the first person, which I hate. It's a coffee shop AU, which I usually hate. It's so like, it's just so, it should be really bad, but it's so well written.
Yeah.
And the references to it's based off of Dragon Age 2. That's not a spoiler. Like,
no, it's not a spoiler.
It's not.
It literally has the same bloody name. As soon as you start reading it, you go, well, there's Hawk, and there's Fenris, and there's Isabella, and there's Andon. Wonder what this is based off.
And how they've worked in like place names and ideas and themes and stuff like that, which wouldn't be possible in like a modern setting, into a modern setting. You're like, I see what you did there.
See, I probably don't get them all either, because I have not actually played Dragon Age 2. So I still probably don't get all the references, but I still enjoy it regardless.
The Shoebox Project, that is another freaking amazing. That is probably one of the first like big fan fiction I ever read. Because I actually started reading it while it was still updating, and I thought it was finished.
Oh no.
Which was so bad, because it like I stopped reading it in a place that would make sense for it to finish. I think it was like when they like all leave off the train for like summer in 6th year, and it's kind of like a natural kind of end. It's not like a satisfying end, but like it's a good round off. Like you're like, okay, that's where it finishes, I guess. And then I found out it continued, and I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm down with that.
I realised
and I went back and read it all.
Like it's gone very dark in here now.
Oh, apparently we're the reason that Aqua Blue started reading it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's really cool, because that was like a thing that I was really, really into when I was like younger. So it's awesome to think that you found it. Mel's just talking over me, having a moment. It's cool, Mel. I'm just having emotions. Nah. Little Star Shippers, the first fanfic I read was amazing, and I can't find anything better. I couldn't tell you what the first fanfic I ever read was, because that was very long time ago. Many moons ago.
Back in there.
I feel like I've read that as well. Like, I know if it's on archive, I will have read it, because I get to the point where I will have read everything on a fandom's tag, because that's how I roll, regardless of whether it's good or not sometimes. Victor! Hello, friends!
Hello.
We're doing good. Oh, there's tons of people. Jeez, hello, Leona. Kieran sings, my first fanfic, something in the dark early days of Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure it's probably something Drari. Like, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say it was probably Draco Harry shit. Because it is. But I was, what, like 11? So I didn't have taste, Mel. Like,
What,
this
you
was a
implying
very
you
long
now?
time ago. Pardon?
Nothing.
What are you saying? Mel.
You're implying you do now?
I have very refined palates for fan fiction. Just you ask Bethan. It's not a good palate, but it's refined. I only read the Fenhawks, even the garbage ones. I must be nice to only have one trashy fandom that you're following. Whereas I'm like, what do I fancy today? I will have this one. And then I find out that they've not updated anything since I last read them all, so it's sad time, bad time. Victor's like, I'm dead, so I'm resting. Oh no, hope you feel better. But I'm thrilled to see you guys were live streaming. Yeah, we tend to live stream every Thursday? Every Sunday, from kind of 3 o'clock onwards until we either run out of crap to talk about, or dinner's ready, or one of us has to go iron work clothes for the next morning.
So that's you then.
Aqua's saying, yeah, I play your streams in the background of doing college homework.
You sound like playing them in the background of like doing cosplay stuff, because that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's in theory what this stream was supposed to be about, but I've not worked on anything in like 2 weeks, so Kieran is saying I dove too deep into Tackett's fanfics this week. I restarted reading some Tackett's this week. There's some really good ones out there, but I've just at the point where like I've like caught up on everything, and everything that I wanted to reread I've reread, so I'm like, man, update something please. I've been going through so much. Kingsman's been my guilty pleasure, or my not so guilty pleasure recently. I've been just on it. I don't know. I was talking to a friend, and we like a non-cosplay friend the other day, because we have same terrible taste in middle-aged men, and she was like, "Oh, have you seen the new thing?" Because I'd been spoiled for a big spoiler in the new film, and that's why I'm not going to go see it in the cinema, because I'll cry. And she's like, "Oh yeah, read this. This is like a fix-it fic. That'll sort you out." And I was like, "Thank you." And I was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no! I have fallen down a hole, and I am never going to be seen like day again." And before I knew it, I had gone through the entire tag, and now I'm like, wow, I've just caught up on like 4 years of fan fiction in a fortnight.
See, like I've never really, like I've watched the first Kingsman, but I'm not really super into it.
It's got Mark Strong in it though. Like that's all I need. Like he could just have been the entirety of the film, and I'd have been down.
But like talking about fix-it fics, actually, I still need to get some recommendations off Debbie for the new. If anyone likes Robin Hobb, there was a new trilogy that was released. The last book was released like last year. I've never cried so much for a book in my life, and I cry at everything, so you know that's pretty bad. But yeah, apparently there is fix-it fic, and I really need some fix-it fic because it's really bad. I'm just like.
Will Star Shipper is saying, "Do you like those blank and reader fanfics because they get no. I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate self-insert fanfiction, or ones where like, and a 14-year-old girl turns up in the world of Dragon Age, or like, and you're like, no, honey, that's you. Sit down, shush. Or like, anything written in the second person. Anything written in the second person. Why? Why of all the mediums in the universe would you do that? It's weird. It's weird, and it's not. I get that it's a creative choice that someone's made, but it was a bad one. Like I really don't like it. It would be the answer to your question.
To be fair, it's also the reason why I literally cannot be asked to go through.
Goddamn Mary Sue's.
If stuff gets recommended to me, then I'm cool with it. But like, I can't be asked to go through all the different ones and like pick out the good ones. I'm like, nah.
Like, in fairness, Mel, like, it was a lot harder when you had things like fanfiction.net, where like you just kind of had to wing it and hope that whatever you ended up with wasn't absolute trash.
Well, that's my problem, is that like I started off where literally there was no tags, there was nothing, it was just literally you had to go in and hope. And I read a couple and was like burned for life. So so I'm just like, now I'm like, if you recommend one to me, I'll go read it.
Archive of Our Own is a good place to be. It's a bad place to be, but it's also a good place to be, because you can like just see how good or bad something's going to be pretty quickly, because everyone has to like write a bio for it as well as tag it, so you can like usually get a good idea of like where something's going to be placed from that. The only thing I wish they did do was have like which is something that fanfiction.net used to do, was you can sort by like length of the fic, which because I read really quickly, I used to quite enjoy ones that were like obnoxiously long, so that like they lasted me more than 10 minutes. So
like I started rereading Coffee Black last night and I got to maybe chapter 18 or something. But like there's a million different chapters and I know that, so I'm like,
there's like some I want to say there's 62. I almost want you to go check and see if I'm right, but I instead
no, because we're streaming.
I'm gonna go check.
You're gonna go check. God damn it!
Coffee Black.
That's why you can't have my son. I'm also now sewing more bits in, like with the wig. I kind of just tied it in and kind of knotted it.
No, it's 50 chapters. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
But with the beard, I'm kind of tying it in a knot and doing like a pom-pom thing, and then like cutting it, and then kind of sewing that bit in. I've got fluff everywhere.
Apparently, Kieran's saying, I think you can do length, but you have to go backwards from shortest to longest with results. Oh, cool. The more you know. Maybe next time I open up a slightly different pairing or fandom or something, I'll go through it that way. Oh wow, Victor's going hard mode here. He's like, I don't know how I'm managing this, but I'm playing Bloodborne at the same time as watching this. In fairness, our crap doesn't take up much like brain processing power. No. We're literally talking about fan fiction.
And like not really doing much in terms of
not really doing much else. You're working on stuff. I'm talking about fan fiction. I'm eating Cheetos. Well, a good Sunday was had by all. But you're braver.
Like, if people aren't used to this by now, then they obviously haven't watched enough of us.
Apparently, there's some random person called Lado, and apparently we suck. You wouldn't be wrong.
That's nice. Thanks for that. Good input.
I like, Will Star is saying, I like really long fanfic. Do you have any suggestions? What's your poison, my friend? Like, it just depends.
I feel like we need Sarah here as well for this. Like, Sarah is also a connoisseur of the fanfic.
Victor saying, I'm getting wrecked though. Oh, I feel like that's what you go into Bloodborne to receive though. It's comforting to have some relatively calm discussion in the background. Listen to our dulcet tones talking about absolute bugger all,
and then
while some really gross monster chews on your squishy bits.
So it's a game you couldn't play then?
Oh, like you don't. It's a bad time, my friend. It is a bad time. I'm just saying I'd take any tackets, Rex, right now. I don't particularly like giving out recommendations before I know what folk do and don't enjoy in fanfiction. So Kieran, if you drop me a Facebook message, so I don't like emotionally scar you, then that would be great.
Because it depends on whether you're at the level of like me and Blair, where we're like pretty tame, or at the level of Bethan, which is not tame.
Yeah. I read Wolfstar Linny. I don't know what that is. Andrari or Nuna. Oh, that I'm presuming that's Neville and Luna. Draco Harry. I have not read Draco Harry in literally like 10 years. I could not recommend you some.
Oh, Luna and Ginny.
Oh, okay. I haven't read current gen stuff in
ever for me.
No, like literally like about 10 years. I wouldn't be able to process something. I wouldn't be able to I apparently can't process it either. I would be able to like recommend something for Harry Potter wise, like straight off cuff.
Apart from
Kieran says, honestly, I'm game for most stuff, but maybe not quite Bethan level. Haha. Like honestly, just like PM me like on Facebook a list of do's and don'ts, and I will give you the good quality.
The whole reason we're recommending Coffee Black and Shoebox is because if I've read it, most people can cope with it.
It's safe, and no one's gonna cry, and no one's gonna get upset and be like, "Oh my god, this weird man on the internet sent me dodgy stuff that I wasn't ready for." Like. See, because it's been so long since I read main gen fanfic, I don't know what's good and what's about. Like, it's stuff that I thought was good when I was 13. Like, so I couldn't really like recommend and actually recommend stuff. Just because I don't know what's about anymore, quite frankly.
Like I said, I'm not a big fanfic person in general. I like, actual books and stuff like that. So I don't read quite as quickly as you do.
I'm obnoxiously quick at reading. It's not even funny. I'm now just casually going on and seeing what I can recommend to poor Kieran.
I'm still doing weird things, but I've just sewn a ton of them in, so now I have to undo them all. But it's definitely working. Like, I'm quite pleased that it's working with really crappy costume beard and wig. Like, it'll take me ages, but I'm cool with that. Like, I don't need to have it done anytime soon. I'm also a bit scared that I am going to run out of grey wool, which I think I am going to. And it was the last fall in the shop, so.
Oh no!
I got a discount because it was already unwrapped. I was like. But it was also the right colour to match the wig. But to be honest, even if we can just get a little bit in the bottom of it, of the wig and the beard, then it should be alright.
Leona is saying, is there somewhere I can send a pic of what I'm working on? If you send it to our Facebook page, then Mel can grab it off of there and kind of send it through that way.
If you try and post it directly in, it'll just block you.
Yeah.
Whereas if I post it in, it won't.
Aqua's saying, I could recommend, but I'm worried about scarring you, and it also depends on your ships. Yeah, fanfiction's it's very particular to folk. We've got Will Star Shipper saying, last week in class I read a fanfic of Kevin, Carlos, and Cecil, and I was so confused. Basically, anything from the Welcome to Nightville fandom is just it's trying to work out what's going on at any one time. If you're trying to do that, you're going to fail miserably.
Welcome to our panels.
Captain Wales is saying, hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, not a heck of a lot. Mel is working on actual cosplay, like it suggests that we're doing in the description. I am mostly eating Cheetos and talking to the chat about fanfiction. Well, we kind of get on with our Sunday afternoons, and now kind of more Sunday evening-ish time, as soon as the sun's starting to go down, but it's really pretty sky. Leona is saying, okay, Okay, well, I'm letting the hot glue dry. Well, can't wait to see what it's all about.
That's good.
Are you having a nice Sunday, Captain Wales? And oh, you just got back from MCM. Fab.
Nice. How was it? I'm kind of jealous because like I've been watching all my feed like full of MCM stuff all weekend. I'm like, oh, it's been like 3 years since I went. I'm trying to make Leon is saying I'm trying to make a shield for the first time ever. Awesome! I want to see. Definitely send us a pic. I have a shield down there that needs repairing. I need to ignore the shield down there that needs repairing. I also have mill shorts that I can see as well. Ha ha ha. Shall I get the mill shorts? I can do it without knocking my computer. With more wool. These are my mill shorts. They're a good time.
They are beautiful.
So that should be fun.
Oh, it was your first MCM, so it was amazing. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun. But you're dying right now. Send help. I feel that. It must be so tiring. Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine the MCM London. Like, MCM Glasgow was too busy for me.
Yeah.
But I do really like Manchester.
Like, to be fair though, like the Sunday and especially the Friday tend to be a lot quieter. So like those are always the days to kind of go inside and like do some shopping and stuff if that's your thing. But like Saturday is always ridiculously busy. But it's a good time because like I said, I enjoy MCM London for like the meets and stuff that I've been to there. But like I've not been for the past few years. It's just a literal cost, to be honest. Cost to get in there and cost to like hotels and food and everything. It's just expensive. Whereas Manchester is pretty cheap resort these days.
Yeah.
It just stays at my house. We have Camp Out and Mel's.
Leona's saying, I'm being crazy as it's not a solid shield, it's based on a flower with 6 petals. Oh wow, good luck.
Nice.
That seems difficult. No kind of two ways about that. Captain Wells is saying, I'm in the train right now. The masquerade was really bad though. Like, quality wise, or like just organizationally, or
see, I feel like the big qualifier thing was yesterday, so it's probably like a bit of a smaller masquerade today. So it's probably maybe not as good as maybe yesterday's might have been. Because I know the big qualifier, like Euro cosplayer final things, was yesterday. We've got a couple of friends in it.
Oh, apparently they got pushed into a hallway that people were coming in and out of. That's just bad. That's just bad. There's no kind of things about that. That's just bad.
Like, if you're constantly, like, especially anyone in a big costume as well, like, you need to have room to be able to get through. Like, that's why, to be honest, like, if you go into MCM London, a lot of people, unless like they're entering the competition, just won't wear a big cosplay because it's so squishy, or just won't go inside, one or the other.
Yeah.
But then, like, if it's raining or something, you're like.
Kieran's saying, hey, at least it wasn't a car pipe like the one I was in once. Jeez, oh.
Wow.
It was
so small. Yeah, I was going to say the space probably for the masquerade lineup is usually pretty small, but it's not good. See, I've helped organise masquerades where like there has been space issues, and it is really difficult. So like, I feel your pain. But to be honest, as from the organiser point of view, your whole point is you try and get a space that's a bit bigger, because you know you have some bigger costumes coming through, or like even if you can't get necessarily the biggest space in the world, anyone that does have like a massive costume you kind of keep separate. At least that's what we've done in the past.
Ooh, apparently the shield has been sent in a message.
Ooh.
I want to have a wee nosy.
I might need to have a look then.
In the inbox.
Okay.
That is cool. No wonder it's taking you a wee while. That's really cool.
Oh no, I don't think I can get to the inbox from here. Ah! Will you send it me, Luke?
Did your last servant die off? Right.
Send it me and I can put it in the chat.
I don't know how to remember. One sec.
I'm already
I have to do it on my phone.
I'm the best. You love me.
It's really cool though. Come on, machine.
The car's driving in the car park while the masquerade was happening. Oh my life.
Ah! Hit some more buttons. Look, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh no, the big knot. No.
There we are. Sentinel. There we are.
I'm gonna get a minute.
Made it.
Goddamn knot out.
That's the base form. I had to add detail and paint, and I fly Friday.
Oh no!
You've got plenty of time. You got this.
Wow, that's awesome.
You got 5 whole days. Like that's great.
Oh,
Kieran said, "Yeah, I don't go to that con anymore." Yeah, it doesn't sound like the best.
Let me put this in chat for folks so people can see what they're working on. I like this being able to share stuff to the chat. It's good.
And people can see.
So there you go. That's what Leon is working on. It's really cool. Like they've made the hoop as well. Like that's really cool. Like it's all like hot glued into it. That's really clever.
The con is Saturday, so I'll have Friday night. What con is it you're off to? We're always looking to find new and exciting cons to go to.
Yeah.
Add them to the roster for next year. This is when you tell me it's on the moon or something.
I think Leon was in the UK. I really hope so because I want you.
It's My Little Pony one in Switzerland, so yeah,
Oh,
that's probably a little bit out of our travel distance. But I would like to do like a con abroad at some point. I think that'd be really cool to see how other people do conventions.
I've heard good things about Kenichi, I think it is in Germany. It's supposed to be really good.
Kenichi's supposed to be good. There's a whole bunch of ones in Sweden that are absolutely freaking amazing.
Sweden and Norway actually as well.
Yeah.
I know somebody that organises a lot of the cosplay stuff for the Norway cons, Martin.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to go to one of hers.
Is that Narcon?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool to go to. Oh, hit some more of the wrong buttons, look.
Leona's saying, have no idea how to do a grip. Let's have a look. Well, the suggestion will probably be to do it in the middle of the flower petal behind, kind of do something to like attach it. It may be across like the kind of like do like a little bar kind of across like behind one of the petals. Like do it right across as well so like you can hold the whole thing. Let me see if I've actually, while I've got a shield down here. Let's see if you can see my delightful back of my shield, which is literally Warbler, and then a couple of straps. And I can literally strap the straps onto myself, because I kind of have to strap myself into it anyway. But you could literally just put like something across the back so you could actually hold onto it, and actually hold it like that. But yeah, that's the way I've done mine. It's really messy. Welcome to the back of my shield. I'm not even finished that as well. That actually needs properly warbling down.
I'm now being nosy and looking at Narcon.
When is it, Lou?
It's a really bad time of the year for us, sadly.
No.
It's right in the middle of July.
Like, there's good times and bad times for cons. And like...
Also, you're talking nonsense. It's in Sweden. It's not Norway.
Alright, well, she's Norwegian.
But yeah, it looks cool. This is such a good con. Meh.
I want more cons like the beginning of the year than I want more.
Yeah, or at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like I want cons where I don't already have cons.
I want a con now, like, because now is a good time of year. Like, there was Winter Insomnia when they stopped doing that. That was in like beginning of December. That was a good time.
Oh, Victor's pulling out the old costume and play questions from his book of questions. I made him answer. Okay, Mel, look, time for a generic question, but I'm curious. If money was no object, what would your dream cosplay be? Oh, I would love to do Abe Sapien from Hellboy. Because if money was no object, I'd have someone make that for me.
I was gonna say, like, does this mean I can basically get somebody to make a full set of armor for me? Because that would be nice.
Yeah.
Because it would probably be something fully armored. Let's face it. Because I do like my armored characters, but I also don't have the skills right now to be able to do that. Or like a really pretty like fabric cosplay. I'm trying to think now. Because to be honest, I tend to try at least have a go of like most of the ones that I want to do.
Yeah.
So
like Abe is the only one that I've always wanted to do that I've never even touched.
Like I want it's usually whatever I'm kind of playing or doing at the time. So like Cassandra was my big one for last year.
Yeah.
Obviously I only started her this time last year. Finished her rather quickly. With a very big learning process throughout the way. Which again I'm still improving on because that shield still needs fixing. But yeah, like, it's a weird question for me because I try and do my dream cosplays as best as I can. And just do it as like a long-term project. So like Legolas took me 2 years. But he was not really a dream cosplay, he was just I want to do this because I'm showing maybe some really cool props.
Yeah.
And let's try and match the level of the props with my cosplay making skills, which don't really match it.
Kieran's saying, I think YukiCon in Finland, my friend said it was good. Cool. We have Victor saying, oh heck, Fish Boy. I love me, my Fish Boy. He's real good. Leona's suggesting Ornstein from Dark Souls would be their sort of, if I had all the money in the world, that would be their costume. And Victor saying, yes, I relate, Mel. I'm the same. I get really motivated for certain characters and then just stick with them. I think everybody has characters that they just love so much, and you end up doing like 8 different versions of them.
It wouldn't be a live stream if I wasn't working on Cassandra. If I go 2 live streams without working on Cassandra, oh my god.
It's insane. It's not like you.
Like, she took me so long.
Henley, you know, saying just call me Lee, because I'm probably butchering whatever it actually is. Can do, Lee. Oh, I should probably call it a night soon though, because I still have a washing to put out, and hair to finish dyeing, and Alison to feed.
Yeah, I've got myself to feed. I've got the cat to feed, more importantly, and I need to do some work. Yay! Not looking forward to it. But I want to try and finish this bit of beard, so I'm gonna like.
And I've got editing to do for you guys, so you have videos to watch. Random question: what's your biggest weapon? I can show you, my man.
I know which one's yours. Mine.
That's all that I can get onto kind of screen just now. Meet the top of Persuasion. Persuasion is my maul that I made for Fenris and Krem. He's a giant, like, dragon skull that goes on an even bigger stick, but he's too big to take to most cons, so I don't have any photos with him, which is really annoying. But you can kind of see how big he is in comparison to, like, my torso. He's probably my biggest
like,
weapon.
He's as tall as I am, and I'm 5'8", so yeah.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
I probably have my bow for Legolas, which is sized for me.
Bye, Aqua! Sorry, I just wanted to say bye to them before they left, sorry.
Bye, Aqua! My bow is sized to me, so it's probably my biggest one, and it's really, really pretty, and I don't get it out enough, because again, trying to get it to cons is a pain. I took it to Alcon once.
Yeah.
So I had to wrap it in bubble wrap and carry it the whole way down. And also, I've only really worn Legolas like twice.
Twice that I know of.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's because it's like maybe local cons, probably more so.
Victor is saying, whose hair are you dyeing? I'm finishing dyeing mine because it's going grey, but like it looks okay in the light from the camera, but it's actually more yellowy at the moment, or more like blondie with bits of grey. So I need to fix that basically. Stop killing hair. I'll kill my hair all I want. This is me treating it much nicer than I usually do. There was like 2 years where it was literally white because I bleached all the colour out of it. So,
See,
I shall do what I want.
I've had dark hair for a year because I cut all the bleach bits off, but next week I'm going to the hairdresser and I'm getting them to bleach my hair out. So I can go and hopefully a blue. So we'll see.
Oh, I found the box with the colour blue that you want. I will send you a link.
I already bought some blue, that's damn annoying. I already bought some Directions blue.
Lee saying my biggest sword is the Claymore. Is the sword from Claymore. It's 5 foot. Victor saying, oh my god, that's bloody huge. Persuasion is a big boy. Kieran is saying, Fenris demands the biggest weapons. My Blade of Mercy is my biggest for him too. Yeah, what is it with to Winter Boys and being like, heck yeah, I'm gonna have a dragon's
massive staffs.
Yeah, like Dorian's like, yes, my staff is 8 times the size of my person. Fenris is just like, if it's not the entire length of me, then it's not a sword. And Krem's like, I put a dragon head on a stick and I'm gonna beat fuckers with it.
But then, you know, Hawk apparently has a larger staff, according to the Dragon Age meet Alcon. Because he managed to chase all the Tevinces around with it. It was great.
Yeah, that was
a time.
Well, when you add the Tevinter robes of +10 panic, then I think it was that attribute on top of it that really got them moving. Kieran saying I need to re-dye my hair blue too.
See, like, I'm not sure how, obviously, because I've got a lot of dark on it at the moment, and it's dyed this colour. Which is why I'm kind of going, let's go to the hairdresser, sensitive human, and not wrecking all my hair again. It's in pretty good condition right now.
See, I just constantly wreck my hair, so... But it's short, so I can get away with it a bit easier than you can.
I'm gonna grow mine, so I'm like, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it could be that I keep strange coloured hair for a while, which could prove troublesome for a few cosplays. But because I've used my hair a lot for cosplays this year. Let's go back to wigs.
Kieran says, I was dying when Kelly found that and told us our plans for it. It was so funny. Like, my face hurt from laughing. It was a good time.
Just Dimitri's little face of, oh my god! But yeah, if you don't know what we're on about, go see the Archon vlog.
Kelly decided it would be a great idea to find what I can only describe as like a hobo's like bathrobe that in the bushes of the park, put it on the end of her hawk staff, and chase all of our Dorian cosplayers around the park with it. And it was renamed the Robes of Tevinter. But none of them wanted to wear it, funnily enough. So it's probably still slithering about the park somewhere. It was not a good time.
Bad times. Bad times, sad times.
It was a bad time, sad time. Okay, Mel, do you want to wrap up or do you want me to wrap up?
Can I finish this bit first?
No.
I want to finish this bit first!
No!
I've got like 3 strands and I want to brush it out, and then I'm done. So, man. So I'm going to be finishing this before I move anyway.
Okay, so apparently you're getting a little bit more of us then. Wolfstar saying, I had blue hair for a year and it was bad. I got rid of every pick. Oh no! There's nothing worse than when you have something that at the time you enjoy and then afterwards you're like, oh, that was a bad time.
See, I tried like your platinum blonde once. I don't see it. But it wasn't for a year, it was for like maybe a month at the most. And then I went back dark again. I was like, no, it's a bad time.
I loved having white hair.
So I just don't suit it, like, at all. Just does, like, even when I put a blonde wig on, it still looks weird on me.
Victor is saying, get rest both of you, good to see you, hope we can chill soon. I hope we can chill soon too, friend, because we're dragging you into filming with us, whether you want to or not. You're going to be the best Jenkins.
Yes. Forgot about that. Be so good.
Kieran said, I used to have natural platinum blonde hair. I killed it with hair dye and it hasn't been the same since. Oh no. Oh, you guys have all seen my hair natural. It's like how it was basically up until about a month ago.
Yeah.
Because I was being good and keeping it dark so I could cosplay Creme whenever I wanted. And I was like, I'm going to do what I want because con season's over.
I was going to say, both of us are kind of going, oh, con season's over, time to go to Highland.
Yeah, I don't need to keep my natural colour for that character.
Yeah, I need to like keep it around for Sirius and Tina and Cass and... No, I didn't Cass. Sirius and Tina.
Yeah. They're just saying, yay, I'm excited for filming so much, by the way. I watched the video and he's amazing. I'm so hyped. We're so hyped that you're so hyped. It's going to be fun. I need to start getting stuff ordered up so that we can film that soon. Little Starshipper said, I want to dye my hair black, but I don't want to ruin my blonde hair. See, I feel like almost it's easier if you've got dark hair because you can just go, you know what, screw it, I'm going to bleach it. Nothing's going to be worse than bleaching it. Whereas, like, if you got blonde hair, then you are like, oh, I don't want to, like, dye it dark, and then it gets weird. Kieran's said, I've been told I need to cosplay Ray from Free now because of hair and new glasses. You should. Ray is a good cosplay to do. And your screen name is Curious Ray, so
yeah,
it's all there ready to go.
This is going to be the best thing about Mel is I can do glasses with him. Don't have to put contacts in. I don't know how hype I am about this, Last one I had like that was Alphys.
I do know how hype you are about that. I am a fellow glasses wearer who very rarely gets to wear glasses for costumes. That's why I love wearing Kevin's so much.
Yeah, that's true. See, like, I could for Santiago, but, like, I just don't know. He's established now. I'm like, god damn it, why did I establish him with no glasses?
Rookie move.
I feel like there's so many people with glasses in that panel that I'm just like, nah, I'll have it now.
What?
Oh,
Have you got it stuck?
no, I'm just brushing it out, and obviously a load of yarn comes out with it when you brush it. Funny that.
Kieran's saying, I just had the dawning realisation that I was wearing raised glasses when I tried them on in the shop.
So,
You're...
it's all brushed out. Let's put the thing back over where it should be. It's getting fluffier! It's getting fluffy, boy.
It's looking good.
It's getting fluffier. Needs a bit more brushing, but it's okay. Let's get some there. Getting a bit more beardy. More beard. Oh, just realised
Needs more beards.
I won't need to wear a binder because all my beard hides on my chest.
Show off.
Yes. Well, it's getting better and better. Like, long enough. You're good. Pat the chest, it's all good. Right. Well, that's me finished.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to finish the stream now? Has Mel deemed that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Starshipper's off to help someone plant a garden. Well, we're off to go do stuff as well. So, goodbye, Will Starshipper. Goodbye, everyone else in the chat. Because we are going to go and we're going to be adults and tidy our houses and stuff. So, see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I need to press the off button.
Bye.
Put the puppy down to press the off button. Bye!
Bye!